What's happening? So most of you know by now that I'm a gamer. And I think the thing that would give that away is the 200 plus videos I have on my channel and literally the name gaming in my channel. But some of you don't also know that I'm a collector. I also collect shoes, Funko Pops, comic books, and now, a more recent hobby, cards. The point I'm trying to make here is that I want to be more open with this channel and give this channel some new life. Recently, you guys may know that I'm not playing as much video games as I used to. Knowing this channel is an AVC 200 gaming channel, I still want to upload videos, but just because I'm not gaming doesn't mean I can't be making video content. The point I'm trying to get at today is I'm really big on collecting. The more two things that I got into recently are comic books and cards. So instead of this YouTube channel sitting here collecting dust, waiting for me to make a gaming video again because this is AVC 200 gaming, why don't I just show you guys something that else I'm also passionate in, which is collecting. I've talked about this many times before. I'm not giving up on my YouTube channel or giving up on gaming. I'm still passionate on gaming, but as of right now, I have other hobbies. Hockey is another big one, sports in general, F1 as well, but for also collecting. So I figured instead of waiting to make a video on gaming, why can't I just make a video on collecting? Because it's also a really big hobby of mine. I'm just kind of waiting for a good game to come out, like Invincible Versus, or I just picked up Skate, which is pretty fun. But the point I'm trying to get at is instead of waiting to make a gaming video, I want to make videos that I know that I would just enjoy. So without further ado, here is my comic book collection. I want to start off by saying most of these are Spider-Man comics because that's what I'm into. Mainly all Marvel comics and a few Batman ones. Batman's the only DC Superman that I fuck with. But mostly all Spider-Man. You guys know that I love my Spider-Man. And I actually haven't read any of these yet because I'm currently reading Invincible. So, yeah. But these are definitely going to get read eventually one day. We got a lot of books. I talked about this in my last video, my Invincible comics, so we'll start with here. I got a few more actually because these weren't out yet. So I have the full set currently from 1 to 11 as I'm recording this. This is the full Amazon show. So the whole Amazon show previews issues 1 to 11, which I have all of them. So right now I have the full show. Seasons 1 to 3 are right here and on this bookshelf, which is really cool. I'll grab this one because it's the newest one, I guess. So there's the Conquest book. The entire Conquest fight is in this book, which is pretty insane. But one thing I want to show you is that the back are the other ones that are coming out. So November of 2025, January of 2026, and March of 2026, 12, 13, and 14. This is March, which is the one we have right here. That came out in March of 2025, July 2025, and September 2025. This is October as I'm recording this. So they come out like every other month. So this one just came out. This is the newest one, like I said. This is a crazy book, dude. I looked through it a little bit. I don't like getting spoiled, but it goes through the whole entire Conquest fight through this book. Insane. Some of the artwork in these books like capture the show so differently. And a lot of the times the show does it very differently than the books, but it generally speaking has the same idea, same concept. So that's pretty good. But I've been enjoying the comic a lot. I'm on book 9 right now, till 11, so 2 more to go and I'll be done. But I've been really enjoying these. Also just like the way they look and the cover arts are pretty cool. Like I love the first one a lot. It's just Mark with the red, and they're all different colors too. I got Omni-Man, this one was really nice too actually. Adam Eve, I haven't seen these in so long. Then we got Alan the Alien. This one was really cool. Mark all bloodied up. And then this is the season 2 finale of Angstrom Levy. And then we got Rex over here. So this is season 1 and 2 right here. Cover this book. Then this is all season 2 up to book number 6, and then book 7 to 11 is season 3. So we got Rex, like I said. Then we got Cecil, and then we got Oliver, and of course, Thura and Conquest. So yeah, these are pretty cool. I like the spine, how they all just say Invincible, and it just got the numbers and the pictures on the side. Looks pretty clean all together. I also think it looks a lot better than just having like the compendium. Like the compendium is so like huge, you gotta hold this big thing and you can't really read it. These are a lot thinner to hold in your hand, and it's a good read. So give it a shot. They're $20. If you don't like reading books or comics, you know, maybe it's not for me. Just try one of them. I guarantee you'll be impressed with it. This book is the reason why I got into all of those comics right there that I'm showing you guys today. Now we can get on to the other comics, which is like Spider-Man, Marvel, a little bit of DC. They're all in this little section right here. Got my other displays of stuff. But now we'll dive into those. Oh, wait a minute. There's one over here. Forgot about this one. So this comic right here is on my Spider-Man display in the background. This is Spider-Man versus, or not versus, but it's with Scarlet Spider. So I want to learn about Scarlet Spider as well. Bought this a while ago. I just kind of recovered it and put it over here with the rest of them. But not really sure what this one's about, but I can also check it out and read it. And it says part 4 of 4. So yeah, this is pretty cool to have. So starting off, we got this new comic that just came out. Batman versus Deadpool. This has been out for 2-3 weeks as I'm recording this. It's a brand new comic. It's the first Marvel and DC crossover comic in like over 50-60 years, but it's like the first licensed one apparently. So I have this one, and I bought this for face value, which is my receipt right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let it focus. Paid $7.90 Canadian. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. $7.90 Canadian. Okay, receipt's still on the back. And now they're going for like $50-60 on eBay because I think it's just such a high demand right now. So people don't really realize, oh shit, this is actually gonna be a really popular comic. So I have this one, and then I was like, saw the hype. I was like, you know what? I should probably get another one. So I got the metallic cover. It's all nice and shiny, as you can see. And it's just the variant cover, but it's all metallic, as you can see. Deadpool versus Batman with the Joker on the front, so sick. Exact same comic, just different variation of it, like the cover. And this is the Marvel version. There's one that comes out in a month from now as I'm recording this, like November, December time. Right now it's October, and it's gonna be the DC written one. So Marvel wrote this one, and then DC's gonna write the one in the next couple months. But this is the Marvel variant, and then there's the DC variant. So the only difference would be, instead of it saying Deadpool versus Batman, it's Batman versus Deadpool. So as you can see, like the other one, it says Batman versus Deadpool, and then this one's also Batman versus Deadpool. The other one's gonna say Deadpool versus Batman. I'll throw some pictures up on the screen. That it looks very similar to this, but they're facing each other. Really cool comic though. It's just more like different side story. I think it's the exact same story, just written differently. Again, like one's by Marvel, one's by DC. So got these two. I'm really excited to read them. Like I said, I haven't got a chance to read any. Next one is the Ultimate Spider-Man Unlimited. This is the Maximum Carnage begins here. So I believe this is the first appearance of Carnage. This is a sick comic because Venom and Spider-Man team up to defeat Carnage. Again, I'm not sure if this is the first. Appearance of Carnage, but one thing that a lot of comic collectors collect are first issues of anything. So like Spider-Man #1, the Incredible Hulk #1, Captain America #1, whatever. But also first appearances, like first appearance of Green Goblin, first appearance of, for example, Carnage, first appearance of the Lizard, which I'm going to show later. I have that. But I believe this is the first appearance of Carnage, so these ones are more pricey. I haven't read any of them, like I said, but this one is sick. Venom and Spider-Man team up to defeat Carnage. Also, 90% of the time I buy these because I just love the covers. So, but I also want to know what's in the book, obviously. But when I see the covers, I'm like, damn, that's a sick cover. So crazy cover here as well. Spider-Man, Maximum Carnage Begins here, Unlimited. And this is from the year May 1st of 1963. Next one, this is a newer one. This is Fantastic Four from the movie that just came out. So this cover is replicating or a nostalgic of the original Fantastic Four comic right here. So this is just kind of like a variation of it, but with just the original Fantastic Four. Sorry, for the new Fantastic Four. You can see you got Pedro Pascal there, and the Thing, and then all the actors from the current Fantastic Four movie. Let me know what you guys thought about that movie. It was okay. I did like it. The ending credit scene was crazy. I did look through this one because I bought it plain, but I love the back. And if you just go through it all, like fake ads in it, which is pretty cool. But the art style is pretty sick as well. But I'll just go through it quickly. So I believe it's a reprint of the original Fantastic Four comic, but it's with the new crew. But like they got like ads of the Fantastic car in here, just a bunch of cool stuff, to be honest, of him going through space and all these fake like ads in between, like it's a kind of like an actual comic book or a newspaper of some sort, which is pretty cool. And yeah, definitely wanted to read this. We're gonna stay on theme on Fantastic Four. We got this Fantastic Four one, but the reason why it's really special, bang, only at Fan Expo, Toronto exclusive. You can only get this if you're at the Toronto show, or Canada show, Fan Expo, I believe. We have two other Fan Expo exclusive comics, so 3 in total that I bought. I'll show another picture right here of all the stuff I bought at Fan Expo. I was gonna make that a video, but very overwhelming. Not that much opportunity to film. It was really hectic and busy, and I just was like kind of on a time crunch because I had to get signatures. I met Nolan North from Call of Duty Zombies Richtofen. I also met Michael J. Fox. So it was very hectic because I had to be there at certain times, getting autographs. Lines were long. Anyways, but the 3 comics I got at Fan Expo was this Fantastic Four one. Not sure what it's about, but I see Dr. Doom there with like the rest of the Fantastic Four, and it's got like Jurassic. It's got dinosaurs. But the reason why I picked it up, not gonna lie, bam, Fan Expo exclusive. And we have 2 other Fan Expo exclusive comic books. Just wanted to stay on theme with the Fantastic Four. We got this one, bang, Spider-Man vs. Wolverine. Love this cover, it looked really sick. I had to buy it. Again, with that sticker, bang, Fan Expo exclusive. Yeah, I just thought this one was cool. Not really sure what it's about, but again, just covers caught my eye, and Fan Expo exclusive. So, you don't love my Spider-Man, so want to check this one out. Then I got this crazy Absolute Batman metallic cover. I believe this is issue number 11. I just thought it was cool, the metallic cover. And again, once again, Fan Expo exclusive. I'm sure they resell these at other comic book stores, but I just thought, like, look at it, the shiny material. It's so cool. It looks better in person, obviously. But yeah, I just wanted to pick up a Batman comic, and this one kind of caught my eye. It looks pretty cool. And definitely going to read this one, too. I'm of course planning on reading all of these. Spider-Man 2099. Only Spider-Man 2099 comic I have. Want to know the backstory. I know he's like he's from space and a completely different, like, futuristic spider. So don't really know too much about Spider-Man 2029. Heard about it a lot, obviously, with the Miles Morales movie. But I wanted to check out Spider-Man 2099, and I just picked this one up because it's the only one I saw. Next, bang! The Amazing Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six. Classic, classic, classic. This is the return of the Sinister Six. It's not the first time you see all of them. I also have a trading card of this, which I'll show right here. I have a trading card that matches this cover, so I think that's pretty cool. But there we have the Amazing Spider-Man, Return of the Sinister Six. Got Hobgoblin, Electro, Sandman, Vulture, Doc Ock, and Mysterio, which is crazy comic. I'm really excited to read this, and this came out of what year this is, but I'm sure I could put a price tag on the screen or something of what year. You guys know I love my Invincible. Bang! Battle Beast issue number 1. Super excited for this to come out. Battle Beast is such a sick character and definitely deserves its own comic. So when I heard that he was getting its own issue, had to pick it up. Again, this is issue number 1. There was 6 other variant covers, but I picked this one because, not gonna lie, it was the only one that I saw. This was also I bought at Fan Expo, but not a Fan Expo exclusive. But there's one comic, it's doing the exact same pose as Invincible from issue 1, so I thought that was pretty cool. But again, this is the only one I saw at Fan Expo, picked it up, saw it was issue 1, I'm like, I'm going to read this eventually. Want to finish Invincible first, even though this continues to where you learn about the origins of Battle Beast and then how he comes to Earth, so I don't have to finish Invincible, but I just want to finish one series at a time. Don't want to cross over with like Spider-Man, Batman, Battle Beast. Like, I just want to stick to one thing so I can focus on that. But yeah, we got issue 1 of Battle Beast right here, which is pretty cool. This is a pretty special comic. If you know, you know. Issue 1 of the original Spider-Man, not the Amazing Spider-Man, just Spider-Man. Todd McFarlane comic. Crazy comic. This is like a lot of people's Grail Spider-Man comics. Issue 1, like I said. The art style of Todd McFarlane, I love the way he does the eyes and everything. I knew I had to pick this up. Can't wait to read it. I also have a graded one as well, which is right here on the screen. And that's more just for like displaying, showing off. This one I can actually like, maybe read. But again, I don't even know if I want to do that. But it's like perfect mint condition. As you can tell, issue 1, collector's item, it says on the bag there. This came out in the year August 1st. So this is the year 1990. It says on the side there, the paper. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, crazy comic. Can't wait to read this one. Got another one, Spider-Man with the Hobgoblin. I'm not sure if this is the introduction of the Hobgoblin, but it does say here, it does say part 1 of 2. But this is the Hobgoblin, and you can also tell it's a Todd McFarlane comic as well. Very cool cover as well. Also, that's why I picked it up. And this one came out in 1990 as well. So, Return to the Hobgoblin. Want to know what this is about? I don't really know too much of Hobgoblin, but look how sick this cover is, dude. Are you kidding me? My gosh. Other cool one I found. This one's literally $1, so it couldn't go wrong. I guess these are all in the year 1991. This is the Prowler. So, thought this was cool. His name is Bloodshield. So that was cool. Just thought the art style was cool, and can't go wrong. $1. I was like, it looked interesting. Wanted to try it out. Now we're getting to another Fantastic Four comic, Doctor Doom versus the Beyonder, and this is a continuation from Secret Wars. So this is a pretty cool comic because I'm like 90% sure the next Avengers movie, Doomsday, is going to be about this comic. So that's why I picked it up. It ties about the Silver Surfer with Doctor Doom and the Beyonder and all of that. So I thought this would be a good comic book to pick up. Fun fact, the Fantastic Four and Superman are like the oldest comic books. I'm pretty sure the first issue of Superman is from like 1970 or 60s, like crazy old. But if I open this, like it's like paper mache, the pages. Another, staying on the theme with Fantastic Four, we got Silver Surfer kills Thanos. He defeats Thanos. What? This is the first issue of the new era of greatness. So this is 1990 as well. This is Thanos and Silver Surfer. Just thought that was cool. Lily says Thanos, call him death. So I don't know what happens in here. Pretty crazy. I believe, I did some research, I believe he kills Thanos in this. Like, what? Staying on theme with the Fantastic Four, we got Fantastic Four Special 250th issue. So it's Fantastic Four versus the Avengers. You got Captain America, Spider-Man, you got Colossus, Storm, Beast, and I forgot this guy's name, Cyclone, or Cyclops versus the Fantastic Four. So pretty crazy comic. Definitely want to read this one. 250th special as well, so must be a pretty good comic. And this one was from 1982, this comic, so pretty old. So if this is the 250th special and it's in the year 1982, the original must be from like 1970s or something. So it proves my point again. If you know, you know. Bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 bum. Amazing Fantasy introducing Spider-Man. This is the very first time anyone has seen Spider-Man. Obviously, this is not the original because it'd be worth like $10 to $15 million. But it's a reprint because it says Marvel right here. It says Marvel, not for resale. But the cool thing about this is how you get this is from the Tobey Maguire movie. You had to pre-order the DVD. So not even just buy the DVD, pre-order it. So these are like really hard to come by, and the back is like different, and it's got like a message from Todd McFarlane, or not Todd McFarlane, but it has a message from the artist as well right there. And I do believe that the suit is like the Tobey Maguire suit, like instead of this suit. I believe inside. I'm not quite sure, but it is a exact replica of the very first Spider-Man comic. But again, the only way you could get this is if you pre-ordered the Tobey Maguire DVD. Like crazy. Like, so I'm not sure when the DVDs came out. I know the movie came out in 2002. If I take a guess, the DVD came out maybe a year after, 2003, 2004. So that's like pretty rare itself. And also it's just like, it's still a reprint of the original Spider-Man comic. So that's pretty cool. Let's see if it says introducing Spider-Man on the front of it. Like, are you kidding me? So this is a really cool comic as well, and I want to show you guys this again, and you'll see why. This one was funny. The Amazing Spider-Man 100th Disney special, What If? So it's Spider-Man as Mickey Mouse. Just thought the cover was cool, and a little cool spin-off that's fun for everybody. Wanted to check this one out, and look, it just looked interesting. I don't know, and it wasn't that much money either, so definitely wanted to pick it up. Now this is a pretty cool one. Part 2 out of 5, Spider-Man versus the Lizard. This is the introduction to the Lizard. I showed a few of these actually, I realized, in my gaming room tour video, but I'm showing them off again, giving them their full glory. So this is Spider-Man versus the Lizard. I believe it's the introduction to Lizard. I'm not too sure its debut. Not quite entirely sure, but still a pretty cool comic to have. On the theme of Spider-Man, we have, I guess I could show both of these. This is a pre-order version for Spider-Man 3 DVD, not for resale. It's a tiny little comic book, and inside of it is the movie, but in comic book form. So there's Eddie Brock getting the symbiote, and there's like Venom and all that, and they kind of do the whole like, it's kind of hard to show you, but they have the whole little construction scene, like at the job site, like the last bit there, and basically it's just the comic, but just the movie, but in comic book form. Thought it was cool. You guys know that I love the Tobey Maguire movies, so anything that has anything to do with it, I had to get it. So this is pretty cool. Came with a little DVD special of it. And staying on that theme, Target exclusive limited edition Spider-Man 3, again, not for resale. This is what would happen after the movie of Spider-Man 3. So they made this comic talking about what's gonna happen, what happens after the movie ends. So it says right here, movie prequel, and it's so cool because it's got the Target logo. So like, I'm from Canada, so like, this is really rare to come by. Like, we don't have Targets. Look, it's got all the ads for like the old Spider-Man toys and stuff. But again, it is talking about what happens after the movie. Look, they got all the Target signs, like the Target billboards and stuff. But basically, yeah, it just talks about what happens after the movie ends. Like when Harry dies, I think he ends up with Mary Jane again and all that. And yeah, it's just an interesting Interesting comic. It's a very short read, but I thought it was cool that it was a Target exclusive. So definitely wanted to pick that up. And my last one is Invincible. Yes, I have more Invincible comics. So this is a special promotion comic. So comic book stores gave this out to kind of preview Invincible to make it more popular. This is like a 100th edition. I think it's also numbered as well. So it's just more like a collector's piece. I believe it's the same like first issue, but just in comic book form. I thought it was cool. So hard to come by Invincible comics, like so hard, like the original ones. So anytime I see one, I pick it up. So I thought this was pretty cool to have. It's like a promotion, like special edition Invincible comic book. So again, really cool to come by. So remember how I talked about this? So I also have this. So what this is it's a thicker book. These are a certain word for it, but basically what this is, it's the first Spider-Man introduction. It's the first like 10 books in this big book, and I want to read the actual books without buying the original ones because they're impossible to find, obviously, because they're so limited. But it's the exact same book that I just showed you. This one's for collecting, and this one's for reading. So as you can see, it's the exact same cover, and it has the whole book in here, where he gets bit by the spider and everything, and it has like the complete like bit story of the Spider-Man book. So there's some other main some like big key issues in here as well. It's not just the first issue, but the main reason why I bought it is because you can also read the first issue. And then this is a crazy issue too. Spider-Man meets the Fantastic Four. I saw this at Fan Expo for $140,000, the original. So obviously not going to spend that crazy money, but it's good that I could just read them in this format. It's also nice because they're nice and big. You don't have to worry about binding the pages, and like also like the original book doesn't have these bright colors. They're more like washed up and rigid, and all that. So it's pretty cool to read because you get the like some of the original Spider-Man 2 books. Like this is the Amazing Spider-Man. This is probably the first time he meets Vulture. So again, it's all the main key big Spider-Man. Look, this is the Doc Ock. First time he meets Doc Ock. This is the introduction to Doc Ock. So yeah, it's all the main villains. Like look, the introduction to Sandman. So it's just all the main Spider-Man. Look, Electro. So it's just the main Spider-Man stories that you need to read, and it kind of gives you the whole rundown, I believe, in this pretty big book. So I definitely want to read this one day. Them all. So I probably will start with this first before I start with anything I just showed you right here. Spider-Man: The Birth of Venom. So the exact same thing I just showed you, but now for the symbiote story. So it has all the main Venom storyline. So this is the first time he gets the symbiote suit, Secret Wars. This is a huge comic. If you guys know, you know. So it just goes through everything like the main storyline, but now this is Spider-Man as in the Venom suit, and the artwork, I gotta say, is just so incredible. I know there's like some other key comics in here, like where he takes off the suit, like he gets rid of it because of its powers, and there's also some other ones in here, like I think Kraven Last Hunt's in here, I believe. That's a huge comic. There's a bunch of like he goes back to the red suit now, as you guys can see. So this is if you know, you know. This is a crazy comic. 300th episode or 300 issue of Spider-Man, the Todd McFarlane. Like I'm sure you're not even into comics and you've seen this picture like a million times. So a lot of really good comics in here. A lot of really important comics in here, and kind of the same gist with the first one. You just can read it. This is like when Eddie Brock gets the symbiote suit, so now it's like actually about Venom. So again, that's why the book's called Birth of Venom, because you just learn about the symbiote, and there it is right there. Crazy, crazy comic, man. So I can't wait to read it. I'll probably start with the two big books first, like the thick books. I want to show. This is probably my all-time favorite comic for sure. There's no doubt about it. This one was really hard to get, but I knew I had to get it. My two favorite superheroes, Spider-Man and Invincible crossover, Image Comics and Marvel team-up comic. It's a holograph of Spider-Man and Invincible. Crazy, crazy comic. So if you guys watch the show, there's a scene where he goes to the dimension because of Angstrom leaving. There's a spider. What's his name? Agent Spider. Agent Spider, something like that. It's supposed to be Spider-Man. They never got the license for it. But in the comics, this happens. So this is a crazy, crazy comic because it's the crossover between Marvel and Image Comics. So Invincible and Spider-Man crossover. Two of my favorite comics, or like superhero characters at the moment. And again, it's that holographic cover, and this is a crazy, crazy comic. It's the crossover between both of them, and this is for collecting. I will read it online. I don't want to open this. It's just so perfect. You had to get this out of a Battle Beast blind bag, so there was like, it was very hard to get because this is the gold version. There's a normal version. This is the gold version, the gold foil. So very hard to come by. Knew I had to pick this one up, and so glad it's in my collection. And it's in this special wrapping paper that I have. Don't really plan on reading it, to be honest. I'll read it online, but I know what already happens, and this is why it's so special to me. And the last one I want to show off are my Back to the Future comics. So we got Back to the Future, the IDW series. So Back to the Future number 1, Back to the Future number 3, and Back to the Future number 4. Unfortunately, I do not have Back to the Future number 2, but the reason why I'm trying to get all of them is because the front cover all interlinks. So if you put this one together, it's the train, and this is the first one. I picked this up actually very recently. These are, I've had these two for over like, man, maybe 10 years, and this one I finally found it. I finally got to pick it up at a convention the other day. So finally have one, and then I'll put a picture up on number 2 right there, so you can have an idea what the full like picture would look like. But yeah, just your standard Back to the Future story, like his parents hooking up and trying to go back in time to make his parents fall in love again, and just the normal story. Same with this one as well. So just thought it was cool to have like the full set of all of them, and when you have them all beside. And I have this glass case where I put it as well. And I found number 2, but it's the wrong cover, unfortunately. So I do have the full set, but not like the cover set, so it's okay. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this is something very different. I don't know if you guys are into comic books, but for the people that are into comic books, I feel like are going to appreciate this. Like I said, something I've started only for like 2 months, so you can tell I've been pretty heavily into it. I really want to finish Invincible though. I've been really enjoying Invincible. Invincible is a crazy, crazy show. I'm super into it. The comics are even better. I'm on book 9 right now, like I said earlier, so been really enjoying that. And once I finish that, I'll probably start with the 2 big these ones. I'll probably start with these first, the Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, and the Birth of Venom, and then I'll dive into the little stories in between there. You guys know I love Spider-Man and all that stuff, so this is up my alley. Collecting, I've been collecting everything when it's cards, comics, Funko Pops, shoes. I've always been a collector, whether it be limited edition things, special edition things, DVDs. Like you guys see my room. I've always been a collector. So I'm gonna kind of turn this into like a little series. So we'll say the Funko Pop and the shoe videos was the first part of it, and part 3 will be this episode, my comic book collection, and part 4 will be my card collection. So it's kind of like a collection series. You see my Funko Pop collection, shoe collection, now comic book collection, and then cards. So the next video I plan on doing is my card collection videos. Got a couple graded PSA cards. Anyways, I'm gonna save it for that video. You guys are definitely gonna want to check that out if you're into that kind of hobby. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I know it's kind of a different type of video, but I figured why not show other things that I'm also passionate for, because I'm passionate for a lot of things than just gaming. And my channel shouldn't just be for gaming, it should be all the things that I'm passionate about and that I'm excited to show to you guys. I'm glad to make my small appearances back here and there, and I'm always happy to make a YouTube video. It excites me to see that people still are interested and care, so that always makes me happy. And if you guys enjoy these kind of videos, please leave a comment in the section below what you guys thought of everything. Drop a like, and let me know what you guys thought. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope I see you in my card collection video. Peace out.